Hi everybody, welcome back to my tiny kitchen. I am Quintana and I'm very excited to share this week's recipe with you because I don't know about where you live, but here it has been extremely hot lately. And this recipe is so good cold. It's simple, it's easy, it's delicious, surprise, surprise, but it's also iconic because it is Julia Child's potato and leek soup. So let's get started. Okay, so here is our list of ingredients for Julia Child's potato and leek soup. First, we have a neutral oil. I like to use grapeseed oil. You can use whatever neutral oil you choose, but you're going to have 2 tablespoons of it, so 2 tablespoons of grapeseed oil. The next ingredient is 3 to 5, the recipe says 4 to 5 medium-sized russet potatoes, but I found that 3, because it's calling for about a pound, I find that 3 russet potatoes are just a little over a pound, and that's great. So you just want somewhere around a pound of russet potatoes that we are going to peel and roughly chop. Next we have 3 leeks, or again, about a pound of leeks that we are going to trim. We're only going to use the light parts. We're going to trim and slice thinly and clean. Next we have 6 cups of veggie stock, or you can use a light chicken stock too, but 6 cups of veggie or chicken stock. You're going to want some kosher salt to taste, 1 to 2 tablespoons of fresh lemon juice, which you can usually get from about 1 lemon. I might need another one, I'll let you know. And finally, 1/2 cup of heavy cream. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is to slice and clean the leeks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the end off, slice it down lengthwise, and then thinly slice it, and then put it in a container with water so that all the dirt can kind of fall down to the bottom and the leeks can be clean. So let's get started on that. Now I'm going to cut just 1 leek, just in case you have questions on how to cut it and clean it. So here we go. And then when you do have your leeks trimmed and chopped, put them in a bowl, fill the bowl with cold water, and just kind of, use your hands to separate the layers, and so they can get the dirt can kind of fall down to the bottom. And the reason you want to do this first is that so they can just kind of sit and the dirt can settle until you are ready to add your leeks to the pot. And next we are going to peel and rough chop our potatoes. I just realized I didn't record any peeling of the potatoes, but you guys are very smart. I trust you already know how to. But now, why don't I record a video of some rough chopping? Let's get going. Right now we have our pot ready to prepare our soup. So we're going to get our 2 tablespoons of grapeseed oil. Turn on the heat. It's about a medium flame. Now we're going to add our leek. Potato. And our kosher salt we season at every step, don't forget. And you're just going to cook this until the potatoes and leeks begin to soften and maybe even brown a little bit. If they don't brown a little bit, don't stress. You're going to do this for about 8 to 12 minutes. And you don't have to stir it constantly, just occasionally. All right, so as you can see, mine aren't exactly brown, but they are getting soft, and now it's time to add the veggie stock. What we're going to do now, and we are going to let this come to a boil, and then let it simmer for about 30 to 45, 30 to 40 minutes. Easy for me to say. All the yummy stuff off the bottom, and let it come to a boil. And here is our soup ready to be blended, where the magic happens and all the deliciousness comes from. You can obviously you can pour this in a blender and blend it till it's completely smooth, or if you have an immersion blender, you can use that, which is what I'm going to use. I love it. I highly recommend it. So let's get to blending. And now for the finishing touches before we let it chill. We're going to add our half cup of cream, heavy cream. I like to get every last bit. And our lemon juice. And stir it up. Looks kind of like marble, doesn't it? It's so pretty. Now you can definitely eat this while it's warm. It's also just a great warm soup on it as it is. But since it's been so hot and I've been craving a nice cold soup, I'm going to let this chill for at least an hour in the fridge. All right, my soup is chilled. I have poured it in my bowl and topped it with some chives. I usually also have a little dollop of Greek yogurt, but I just realized I'm out. Curse myself. Some other toppings, you can also use parsley, bacon bits, chopped fresh bacon, really anything that you think would be delicious with this. But this is going to be just as good with or without the Greek yogurt. And to prove that, let's do our taste test. It's so yummy. It's cool, it's creamy, it's tangy from the lemon, it's smooth, it's silky, and it has no butter. Thanks, Julia. And that's it. Julia Child's iconic potato and leek soup. We're icons because we made it. Anyway, I hope that you will try this recipe and you'll let me know and you'll send me pictures and all that good stuff you know that I love. Thank you so much for coming by my tiny kitchen. I hope to see you next week where we'll have another fun recipe to try. Who knows what it'll be? I don't yet. See you next time.